All right, I'm Nick. Today is actually November 18th. Now, if you're watching this, it's December 3rd. And in this box is the brand new Echelon 4.0C or the Echelon Comp. I'm excited to show it to you, but before we get there, there's a few things we got to talk about. During or after we put 1,000 rounds through the XD Mod 3, I got an email from Springfield. They asked me if I was interested in receiving one of their new launch kits for a new product. I didn't know what it was. I said, of course, I would love to receive it. That's awesome. A few weeks went by. Thursday, I got an email saying that your launch kit had shipped. It had a ton of information about what was in the launch kit and tracking number. Well, it came in Friday while I was busy Friday and Saturday, and I went to go pick it up this morning. And I am excited, okay? Now, if you've watched the channel, you already know, even prior to the channel, I buy a lot of guns, I shoot them, and I'm not a collector. I sell them. I don't really hold on to them sometimes. I don't sell them because I don't like them. I just sell them to buy the next thing because buying and shooting the gun is what I enjoy, and I like to experience different platforms. I've already owned a full-size Echelon. Now, I put 800 rounds through that before we had the YouTube channel when it first came out. Trigger was great. Everything about it was fantastic. The controls, I loved it. However, I'm not the biggest fan of full-size pistols. I want something I could carry, and full-size pistols just don't fit for me, okay? So I got rid of the Echelon. And if you pay attention to the world, you know that everyone has been patiently or impatiently waiting for an Echelon Comp. Well, it's right here. It's in this box. Now, I did get it for free. And if you watch those videos, you know day one when I shoot the guns, like the Walther PDP we just shot, I like to shoot it. So I was excited about it day one. Well, day 2, 3, 4, and 5, you start to say, okay, well, you get familiar with it. Now, well, maybe I don't point well. Maybe it's flippy. All these different things that you figure out after putting several hundred rounds through a gun. So that's no exception. I know I'm going to unbox this. I know I'm excited to shoot it. And I feel like I'm going to love it out of the box. We're going to keep shooting it. We're going to put hundreds of rounds through it. The goal is to put 1,000 rounds through it, 100 per day, and see how it does. We're going to document every round like we always do. We're not going to clean it. We're not going to lube it. We're just going to put it through the same test we put the XD Mod 3 through, okay? So let's stop rambling. Let's unbox this. One more thing. You're not going to buy this box. This is not retail packaging. This is a launch kit. So everything in here is a partnership between Springfield, Safariland, and Haley Strategic, and Vortex. It's awesome. I'm going to show it to you, and then we're going to stop rambling. We're going to get to shooting, okay? So here it is. It opens up, and this thing actually plays a video telling you about everything, which is absolutely awesome. Now, I was blown away. I've never received anything like this before, so I was like, this is awesome. But remember, it's not going to change my opinion of the gun. I don't have anyone to answer to. There were no stipulations for these videos. They sent it to us for free and just said do whatever you want to do with it, which is crazy to me, but awesome. There's some audio here. If you guys want, I will film just this some other time, but I want to shoot the gun, okay? Obviously comes this little mat, and then here we have the gun, the Echelon Comp right there. I'm going to close this just because we don't want that audio. And there it is. Now, this has a 15-round magazine. It also has an 18-round magazine. We'll get to it in a second. This is a Vortex Defender ST. It does directly mount. There are some other mounting hardware in here. We'll go over that stuff some other time. I'm excited, okay? So, one of the big things about this gun is, well, it has full ambi mag release, which is awesome. No matter what you do, you can run the gun. And that's awesome. I'm a big fan of that, left and right-handed. The next thing is, you have true ambi slide stop, slide release. I've mentioned it before on a lot of guns. A lot of times the right side for a left-handed person is very, very stiff. This is extremely smooth. That's the way it should be. That's what I like to see out of the box. It'll only get better with time. That's it. We need to fast forward through reloading. We need to shoot the gun, okay? I'm excited about this. We're going to put 1,000 rounds through it. The grip, perfect size for me. I like it. The length of the gun, very comparable to a gun I just shot on video yesterday, which was the Smith & Wesson M2.0. Let's open up this bottom drawer real quick. It does come with this brand new Safariland Incog X holster in the waistband. This is super nice. Now, I am left-handed, so I did email Safariland and see if it's possible for me to get this in a left-handed version. As of now, it won't exactly work for me. The second magazine it did come with is this. It says 15, but that should be at least +3, so I believe it's 18, okay? Now, we're going to fast forward through reloading, and we're just going to get to shooting, which I'm excited about. All right, so the magazines are super stiff. The 15-round magazine was pretty stiff. I was still able to load all of them by hand, and those will break in, no doubt. Not as bad as some of the other guns we've loaded where I've had to use the four-wheeler or a table. So here we go, first shots. I did move the camera for this, that way you guys can see the gun a little bit more. I have not checked the red dot. I assume it's zeroed pretty good. It lines up pretty good with the irons. So off we go. All right, it's pretty flat shooting, right? We've been shooting that PDP. You guys should be able to see. It's pretty flat shooting, all right? All right, so we're 2 magazines in. It's flat, all right? The trigger is nice, the reset is nice. You can go fast, we went a little bit faster with the second magazine. The dot is pretty well perfect. I think I was shooting a little bit to the right. That's probably me. I did miss once or twice there, but that is a pretty fine, smooth shooting gun. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Okay, so let's fast forward through reloading. I'm probably gonna put 150 rounds through it today. We're gonna document all the rounds like we always do and just see how she does. All right, we are reloaded. Tomorrow, I'm gonna bring out the XD Mod 3 and compare it to that. Now, I already know it'll take me 3, 4, 5 magazines to get used to the gun, but the grip is great, okay? I like the grip on the original Echelon. I like these indexing pads up here. If you're not familiar with it, you have the ability to ride your thumb up here and you have an indexing pad. I'm a big fan of that, and obviously it's textured. There's texture up here too. A lot of guns don't have that. You see me adding grip tape to it, but this is nice. The serrations are slanted forward, so they run the gun really, really well. The gun points well. I told you that's a big thing for me. I want the gun to, I want to be able to point it. I don't want to have to, work to find the dot. Every gun's different. Every grip angle is different. Everybody's hands are different. Ooh, missing. Let's go over there. Gotta get used to that trigger. That PDP trigger. Kinda got used to that PDP trigger. It's kinda, take a magazine or two to get used to it. The gun is pretty darn flat shooting, as in it tracks really well. The muzzle rise goes back down. The dot is right where you left it. The PDP wasn't, okay? So I'm trying to get used to it, but dang, it is shooting pretty good. That's 60 rounds in. I think we'll go to 1,000 without any malfunctions. If it has anywhere near the reliability as the Mod 3, we shouldn't see any malfunctions. The magazines are already getting easier to load, which is a huge plus. We're just gonna keep on shooting it, okay? If there's any questions you guys have about it or comments, put them down there, ask your question, and I'll do my best to reply to all those, and I enjoy reading your guys' comments. Now, I did know this was coming for a few weeks because of those emails. My expectation was this is what it was, and it's one of the reasons I didn't go out and buy the Echelon Comp, because I was hoping that it was a compact, and here we are. It is a compact, and I think they're going to sell a whole lot of these bad boys. All right, back to being loaded. This 15-round magazine is still super stiff. If you have a speed loader somewhere, it's definitely going to make your life a little bit easier. I like to load them by hand. It's just personal preference, okay? I'm not out here to be in a hurry. Just enjoying my afternoon. One thing nice about this optic directly mounting is it's low enough that you can still see your iron sights, which is I'm a big fan of. It has that green front dot, which is a big thing to me. I prefer the color green. It does have that U-notch rear sight. I'd probably black that bad boy out personally. All right, now another day I shot those little 8-inch targets out there somewhere. All right, there it is, 8-inch target. It's behind all those trees. There's no way you guys can see it on camera. Well, I hit it at least 3 times, okay? Which means it's pretty darn accurate. Remember, we are shooting through vines and all kinds of other stuff. We just call it range maintenance. It's a good shooting pistol. I think we're gonna have no problems to 1,000, and I'm gonna enjoy shooting it for the next 9-10 days. Yeah, I would say that after 1,000 rounds, it's gonna be broken really, really well. We saw that with the XD Mod 3. It broke in really, really well after we got past the, I don't know, 500 round mark, and everything about it was just so buttery smooth. So I'm looking forward to that. It's still shooting great out of the box. That is only, what, 60 rounds in, so we got a ways to go. We're gonna run 150 rounds through it today. Let's fast forward through reload. All right, we are reloaded. Now, obviously, we just did a little bit of double taps and it shot really well, but those targets are only about 8 yards. Let's see how we double tap out there. Yeah, it's pretty good. Remember, I told you guys before, when I shoot the first few magazines through a gun, I'm not the biggest fan of just giving it the death grip. I like to see how the gun recoils, how the gun responds, how the gun tracks. So at first, I really wasn't gripping it too hard, kind of just get used to it, let your hand get used to it, and kind of apply a little bit more pressure as I go. But it's doing really, really well. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a fun 1,000 rounds. Okay, so you guys go down to the comments section. Let me know if you've been excited about this. We're looking forward to it. I know I've seen a lot of comments about it all over the place about how people wanted a compact Echelon. Because look, the Echelon, the original full-size one, absolutely great pistol. Just a little bit large for the majority of folks' needs, in my opinion. Let's fast forward through reloading. These are the last 30. We'll be at 150. All right, the last 30 are loaded up. We're gonna, let's shoot a little bit right-handed. Obviously, I'm left-handed. You can really tell how snappy a gun, like for me, I don't have the best grip one-handed, right-handed, so I can really tell how snappy a pistol is. Oh, I missed. Based on, I don't have the best trigger finger with my right hand. I don't have the best grip, so it's very easy to. Couldn't find the dot. Won't lie, you had to close my left eye to do that with that last shot. But man, it's not that bad, okay? I feel like the recoil is very manageable for having, you know, a shorter barrel than the previous model. Yeah. I feel like this is going to sell very, very well for them, okay? Oh, and that was the last one, okay? So look, we're 150 rounds in. This is the first video we've made about it. I am excited. I look forward to reading your guys' comments. Let me know what you thought. I do want to make it very, very clear that although we did receive it for free, it's not going to change my mind. We're still going to document every round just like this. So if there's a malfunction, you're going to see it. That's the whole goal of the channel, is to give you guys an accurate view of what happens when you buy a new gun. I will tell you that it is hot. We put 150 rounds through it. It is very hot. That's okay. Something else that people consider a lot is how much debris or gunpowder residue gets on the dot. You don't actually notice that when you're shooting, because if you're actually shooting right, the dot just magically appears over the target. But there's a little bit on there. Not important to me, but something that someone's going to care about, okay? That's it. We're done rambling. I'm going to come out. I'm going to put another 100 rounds through tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Thanks for watching.